Who's online? There we go. Okay. Okay, you've got to check out my outfit tonight. I got so hot, and so I had to change into my shorts.
Let me see your shorts. I was on Facebook.
Hold on, let's see if we can get this. I had on jeans and it's way too hot.
Here we go. That's awesome.
Dressy on top, athletic on bottom.
Love it. Did you do your upper extreme, Megan?
I did the yoga today. I needed some calm in my life.
Okay. Well, I haven't done mine yet, but I'm doing it after this call. I was just keeping you accountable.
I know you are.
But I did walk 1.5 miles at lunch, and I walked 4 miles with my friend Kelsey when she came over a while ago. So I did get some workout in.
I love the 3-week yoga retreat, and it's my
Do you?
I don't want to do my workout, so I'm gonna do yoga for a half hour. It's so calming, and I don't know. There's something about the trainers that are very. I don't know. I like them.
I'm not a yoga person, but I need to get into it.
I'm not either, but there's something about it. I just was not awake this morning. And so I was like, okay, instead of skipping, let's try to do this. And it's good.
Good deal.
Yeah, I know. I'm slacking on you.
No, you're not. You're not.
I'll get there. Okay. You know what I found the other day? I found this. Has anybody ever used Airborne?
Wasn't that made by teachers or like a teacher's idea?
It was. You want to know what the first ingredient is?
Sugar.
Dextrose, which is sugar.
I was sick last week and I bought it and I only used one because I'm like, I cannot do this anymore. But I used to drink it like twice a day.
Yeah, I got the tablet form. So it's like these little bitty like sugar tablets is basically what they are.
So sugar keeps you from getting sick.
Yeah. I just get the chewable like vitamin C tablets instead because those are, I think, a little bit better, but they still have some added sugar too.
Yeah. I mean, not that I need it. I haven't really felt sick at all, but I just found it the other day in my cabinets and I was like, really? I thought sugar was going to make me feel better. Too funny. I thought about trying to come up with a post idea from it, but I don't know enough about it yet to. And if I throw that out to some teachers, they might get mad. There's some teachers that love that stuff.
Me a year ago?
Yeah. It's all mind thing, I think. All in your mind. Okay, let's see who we have here. For those of you all that are new, I always use Shauna's account because then it doesn't cut us off. If I use my personal account, that's free. So you can do Zoom and you can get Zoom for free. So if this is something, sometimes with new coaches, I like to do Zoom calls. So anyways, you just sign up for a Zoom account and it's free for, when you do one-on-one calls, it doesn't cut you off. But when you do like larger group calls, it'll like cut you off at like, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. So Shauna pays for this account, so I just log into hers. I'm not stealing it, I promise. So, okay, I think we got, well, I saw Megan on earlier, and then she just hopped back off, so she might be having some connectivity. Do you know anything about that, Courtney?
I'm not sure. She might not have the best connection. I can message her and see if she's got it.
That's okay. You're frozen now too, so it's kind of a funny picture. I like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing before we kind of get started on the whole like chat about goals and things like that, I just wanted to talk about just kind of some thoughts I've been thinking lately. And the main reason for this is I genuinely believe that you've probably heard the saying that like success leaves clues. And I've been watching some, particularly Kat on our team and just some other people and just figuring out what do they do with their posts. And she's been talking a lot about how like every single week she's been sharing a transformation. And I was like, that is something that's missing. I don't do that enough, is share my personal transformation, but also the transformation of you all, coaches, but also our challengers' transformations. So one thing that with transformations is I always ask for permission before I post it. Always ask for permission. I usually send them the picture that I'm going to use to get approval. And then a good thing about transformations, if you're using someone else's, is try to use their words as much as possible. So try to, either ask for what has been their biggest success or what has been the most helpful thing, or think about what if they kind of posted in the group and things like that. So I'm interested to just have like a quick little 5-minute chat about kind of how we can show like that change or that transformation, whether it be physical or mental, but kind of that transformation in kind of unique new ways. Because I think that could be something that would be cool to share more often. So I didn't know if anybody had kind of some new unique ways of sharing transformation besides the here's the before, here's the after, and not saying that that's not awesome. Like that is super awesome to share. So Courtney, I know you just posted something. How did you post that about that transformation?
I did not do it before and after with this one. Mine is actually from Megan, my new coach. I think she's maybe coming on the call tonight. We decided she was going to maybe share a transformation later down the road on her own. And so I just did a family picture with them. I wrote that she was down 14 and a half inches because that was super awesome. And I wanted that to be on the picture. And we just I talked about what we did. Like she's a breastfeeding mama. So I didn't want to like put those words in there, you know, if that was personal to her or I don't know, to anybody. But I just put in there that like with the meal plans, how we went up in the containers or maybe got in more nutrients for her. I just wanted to put that in there so people knew, even as a new mom who's maybe breastfeeding, you can still do the 21-day fix. So I was trying to really appeal to those new mamas out there and say like she still did the Shakeology, because that's all, like when people message me about it, they're like, oh, well, I'll message you when I'm 6 months, you know, after the baby's born. Then, you know what I mean? They don't want to jump into it because they think it's going to be harmful to their body. So I put that in there, as well as she got like her exercises in every day. So nothing too crazy.
No, but I liked how she wasn't quite ready to put it all out there yet. So
yeah,
you kind of shared a little bit on the photo of like a victory, a scale victory.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? What are some other kind of transformation ideas that we could start implementing?
Mental.
Okay, and how have you, like, do you do that just in story? What kind of picture would you use for that?
Stories, maybe. I mean, I guess you could do before and after pictures, because sometimes I don't know if I have any, but sometimes it's easy to read someone's like body language in pictures. If you can tell like they're kind of faking it, and things like that. But yeah. I've also seen some people that have maybe changed aspects of their lifestyle more so than just a physical transformation. Like if they used to party a lot and things like that. Like that's what your girl Bonnie posts a lot. Her like when she was a bartender and like strung out and this and that, and then like her pictures like now as a elite coach, it's just like, whoa, she doesn't even look like the same person. Mostly because a lot of it's makeup, but but still, like she posts that transformation a lot.
Yeah, I could even see when you said body language, I thought about confidence. A lot of times you can tell your confidence in the way that you hold yourself in pictures. I was thinking of a picture that I have where when I was like kind of at my lowest weight and I was very like, I was kind of like all hunched together in the picture, and I know how I felt. And so I know that there's been a confidence change, but it's very evident in the picture where my legs are crossed, my arms are kind of crossed, like, you know, it's a very evident, powerful image, I guess.
Yeah. And not just that, like how you dress in those pictures is going to be different. Like one of my ladies that's had the biggest transformation, lost 40 pounds since like March. She, when we were trying to find a before picture, she's like, I just realized I was never really in pictures. I guess I never wanted to be. So even posting like those kind of transformations, like either them being in pictures or them like hiding, like I see so many women, once they had a transformation, but like past pictures, they were like always in the background, like had their kids in front of them or kind of hid behind people.
How real is that too? I feel like so many women can connect to that, and that, I mean, that wouldn't take very long in a post idea. You know, I think you have to draw that out and tell people, you know, like, you can even do a before and after and be like, here's my before. See, you can't even see me because I'm hiding behind.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a coach post something on Instagram. I really like following her because she's very smart in her pictures and stuff, but she had a before and after in her fall wardrobe, and her fall old one was just her layered up sweaters, scarf, whatever she could do to cover her body, and then her after was just this year, and she had like kind of cute little t-shirt and a flannel kind of tied around her waist and jeans and like booties. And so you could tell she was very comfortable and confident in herself. And then the before was a little bit more layered up and, you know, very high neck in her sweater and stuff. And so I just thought that was a really cool image, clear image of it. So. Okay, any other ideas of transformations? I've got lots of ideas for sure. Okay, so chatting about goals, because I want to give us some time to talk for sure at the end to kind of share some of these goals, because I have some notes started on you all. I'd like to start just kind of adding that extra accountability and that extra, how are we doing on our goals? Where are we? What do you need help with to get closer to them type conversations. So I'm definitely at the end wanting to take some notes. So anything that pops into your head while I'm talking, make sure you write it down. If you don't have clear end of year goals yet, definitely write those down. And I will start by saying I am not a goal person, like at all. Like I'm freaking out because I have end of the year goals, and the main reason I have end of the year goals is because I don't know, there's things that I see value in it, and I see how it helps, and it's more of getting a clear picture of where you want to go so that you can kind of reverse engineer it. So one thing that I think that is very obvious, but maybe we don't do enough, and that's like set like really big goals. And I know I've chatted with some of you all, and Elena, I know we were just talking an hour ago about what your goals were, and we might be even changing those. So I have definitely made myself kind of reconsider how I set goals. For example, I think at the beginning of the year in January, and this is just one example of mine, but at the beginning of the year, I think I was an Emerald coach. I think I had lost my diamond rank. And so I think going into this year, 2016, I was an Emerald coach, which means I didn't have this, but Emerald is that you have 2 coaches under you. I had more, but I was not at diamond anymore. And I had no clue what elite even meant. I didn't even know how to hit it. I didn't know what the requirements were for it. And once I started getting closer into the year and started realizing that, like, hey, my coaches are kind of kicking butt this year. Like, I could actually do this. I changed my goals from, just kind of being 2-star to being a 5-star, and then adding elite onto that, because I've gone and I've changed it because our team has hit those goals along the way. And it's kind of crazy to even think about it, because I'm sitting in a position where I never even imagined myself sitting. And so I think that when we stretch ourselves, we realize that we can actually get there. So when you're thinking about your big goals, like, make sure that they're very much attached to why you got started as a coach. So some potential goals that you could do is like the number of women that you want to help. So if you think about, okay, I want to help so many women every month, okay, add that up and put that for your end of the year goal. Maybe you want to help 2 new women every month. Maybe it's 3 new women every month. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10, whatever your goal is. Add that up for the amount of time we have left. We have how many? 4 months? September, October, November, December. Yeah, so 4 months. So duplicate whatever your number is per month times 4. And that might help. If that's one of your kind of whys, is I want to make changes in other women's lives, make that one of your goals. Beachbody does this cool thing where they send out an email, and I don't know if you guys have gotten it, but they send kind of your stats among the year. And it's so cool to see that, because it talks about how many people you've helped. And I think I'd have to look, but I think the last time I looked, it was like in the 90s. And I was like, what? Like, I never imagined that even being possible. So you better bet, like, that's a goal of mine for sure. It could be Success Club points. Maybe you're a numbers person and you want that to be a goal. Maybe it is a rank goal. That's something that you enjoy, that kind of status type thing, but also there's different things connected to income with rank. And maybe yours is an income goal. And at first, when I started setting goals, I was like, I'm not putting an income on this at all. But then when I started thinking about my why and wanting to stay home with babies someday, like that's kind of directly connected to income. So I have to make a goal for that in order to make that why actually happen. So that's some things. Okay. And then my second tip for goals is making sure, and I've already hit on this, but making sure it's connected to your why for coaching. So my thought of staying home, I have to have an income goal attached to that. I also have this very I'm very much a bigger purpose kind of person. Like I need something that's not directly attached to myself, but something that's outside of myself. And so I have this number of women that I'm going to help goal that kind of fills that purpose or that why of having this kind of bigger mission in my life, I guess you could say. So make sure that whatever your why is, that you have goals attached to that. Otherwise, it's going to feel like you're trying to hit goals that other people want you to hit. And that's not going to wake you up in the morning and be excited about this. You're going to feel like you're working for someone. And the great thing about coaching is you don't work for anybody. You work for yourself, and you work for your own goals and your family and kind of your deeper purpose in life. So my third tip with goals is making sure that they are super specific, very targeted. I try to not make them long. I try to make them very simple, and that they're in present tense. So I think that's a huge thing. So I say, I am this. And that's how I write them out, is that I am whatever it is that you want to hit eventually. Or I have, so you've already done it, I've helped 20 women this year change their lives. So you want to make them very specific and in present tense, but also have a deadline to them. So it might be by the end of September, it might be by the end of the year, whatever it might be. I'm a very visual person, so I like to write them out. So I have these kind of written out, my 16 goals, and you'll notice that there's some that are end of the year goals, but then I'm almost embarrassed to show you all these. If they seem, I'm just so not a goal person that they're almost embarrassing to put out there. But then I also have monthly goals that are going to help me get to these kind of big goals. And this is on my refrigerator, so it's open for me to see it. Some people don't like words and they're more visual people. So I don't know if any of you all are more vision board, kind of you want to see a picture of a woman working out or a group of women working out, or you want to see a picture of a house that you'd like to buy or whatever it might be. So if you're more visual, I would suggest looking for pictures that go along with what you want your life to feel like or look like, or those types of things. And then kind of my last one is to put it into action. And what I've done is try to reverse engineer. So I've started with this big kind of overarching goal, and then I've kind of worked backwards. So what are the things I need to do to get to that goal? Okay, what's the daily actions I need to take to get to those goals? And so it's kind of, if you have a big goal, then it's going to have to be kind of peeled back, I guess you could say, and take off the layers of it to get to that goal. So if you're still a little unsure of kind of where you're going to go with this, definitely think about what does your ideal life look like? What does it feel like? What are your things? So I was doing this earlier to kind of put it into writing of what my ideal life, I guess you could say. And when I say that, I have a hard time saying it sometimes, because sometimes it makes you feel like you're not happy with how your life is now. But I also know that I'm very much a growth person, and I'm truly happiest when I am changing. So I am truly feel myself when, I don't know how to say it. Things are just happening, and I feel like I'm growing and becoming someone different than I originally am. So my ideal life, I wrote down that I'm making a difference every single day, that I am growing in my mind. So I'm actually like physically getting smarter, my body, and then my spiritual growth also. I put that my ideal life is I have a 6-pack abs. I know that's ridiculous, but I like having a nice stomach. But
Don't you have a 6-pack abs?
well, not right now. I'm saying that I continue that even after I have children. We'll see if that happens. But yes, I feel very confident in myself when my stomach is in good shape. My life is very calm and does not have rush. I do not do well when I am rushed and stressed. So that would be ideal. It's also very simple. Like I don't want a big house. I don't want the fanciest new car. I want a very simple, clutter-free, simplistic lifestyle, I guess you could put it. But with that also comes with a stress-free lifestyle. I kind of envision like kids playing and me having the energy to play with them, or me being able to allow them to have space to play and I can work while they're playing. I just think that would be ideal for me. And remember, this is my ideal life. It doesn't have to be your ideal life. But also I see financial stability. So that means that Zach's loans are paid for. That means that our cars are paid for. And that our house is on a short little 15-year loan and it is being paid for as we go. And that's kind of, like when I think about like, what would this look like and feel like those are the things. And so when I think about those, like, and I sit and actually see those happening, that's what drives me. And that's what makes those goals very realistic. So anyways, I have chatted for long enough and I would love to hear kind of your goals, but also if you've thought about like, what are kind of the actions that you need to set? And if you don't have the action set yet, like that's okay. But I would love to hear some of our goals, and keep in mind that we're all at different stages. One of my favorite quotes that I've heard is never compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Okay. And that is huge. Looking at you guys, like it's very hard to compare myself to Shauna. It's very hard for me because sometimes I want to compare myself with Josie, and I want to compare myself with other coaches that started at the same time as me. But all of us have very different stories, and we all have we came into the business at different times, and we have different purposes and different whys. We have different drives. So whenever we're talking about goals, like I want you to be very confident in your goal. And I want you to be very okay with what you're setting, and don't feel like you have to set goals similar to someone else. But I also want you to remember that you should probably be pushing yourself, because when you push yourself, then you kind of get out of that little comfort zone, and just make sure that they're attached to your why, of why you got started, what you want out of this business, and be confident in that. So I want to kind of open the floor. Ray, you're kind of picking up at a weird spot, so you're going to have to watch the beginning. But we just kind of chatted a little bit. We first started by talking a little bit about transformations and how powerful those can be, like the before and afters and things like that, and us kind of challenging to use those a little bit more and kind of unique ways of using those. But then we also talked about goals and then being attached to our why. So I'd love to open up the floor to anybody that's willing to kind of chat a little bit about it. I'm open to even talk about like, what are some struggles you see coming up with? So, yay. Hey, or I'll start calling out people to share.
I can share something. And I had posted, I don't remember where you posted, maybe it was just in our team page, but you had us put our year-end goals on there. But what you just said about like tying it to your why kind of makes me just want to reframe mine a little bit, where it would still be the same goals, but thinking of it differently, because I think that would motivate me a little bit more. So my goals were hit Success Club every month to the end of the year. So if I can think of that as like help 3 women every month, I think that would motivate me a little bit more than just like thinking of like, oh, I'm just moving my business along. And sometimes thinking of it like that for me just feels a little bit like, not like selfish, but sort of. So I like thinking of like a number of women I want to help each month instead. And then kind of the same thing, like my other goal was to hit diamond rank, and I've been struggling a little bit with helping my 2 personally sponsored coaches. And I've talked to you about that before, Megan. So if I could, instead of just saying like I want to hit diamond rank, but I want to help them advance in their rank, it makes it seem like it's less about me and more about helping them, because I don't know, I feel like that's more motivating for me than just be like, oh, it's all about me and I just want to move myself up in the ranks. So I think I'm just going to reframe my goals now, thinking of it like that. And I don't know, I just liked how you put that.
Yeah. Are you, I haven't looked at your downline do you have enough coaches to hit diamond? You're just waiting on emeralds?
I don't, but I also have added quite a few people to my challenge groups the last couple months, and I haven't really put it out there for a while of the discount option. So I think I could easily get a few ladies that have been around for a while too that might want to switch it up and just go ahead and become a discount coach instead. Now that I know they're going to stick with it for a while. So I think I can add at least 2 or 3 there, and then I can change my fiance to a coach, since I'm basically running his account anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I can do what I want.
I can do what I want. Okay. Yeah, I like those for sure. I like those. And I saw that you applied to do the mentorship, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay, who else? Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, Courtney, go for it. I can see you're reaching for it.
Yeah, I had to unmute myself. Let's see. So just a couple things that I wrote down here is my goal is to help 5 new women every month, as well as those who have stayed in my accountability groups that I'm already kind of checking in with. I was going to do SC 10 plus, but I just decided a good goal is like SC 15 to kind of just get a number down. But I'm kind of slacking because I'm only at 4 right now, but I plan on really putting some work in this next week. Let's see. My goal is diamond by December. I kind of went back and forth on a time frame by this, but I kind of just like the sound of diamond by December because it rhymes maybe. I'm not really sure. So I have some plans of action for that. In August, I signed on 6 coaches. And then my goal for September is to sign on 3 to 5. We'll see. And then my focus on October is just really working with those new coaches, like with posts, if they choose to post. If they're a discount coach, that's great, but if they're wanting to make more business out of it, really working with them to help kind of build up their little coaching as well. And then hopefully by November, December, have 2 of them go emerald. So I just kind of broke it down month by month there.
Yeah, I like that of kind of switching your focus. You know, I think you'll still have people coming in to want to coach, but kind of switching your focus to really helping those new coaches get their feet set and stable. Cool. All right. I like that. Courtney, you're so business minded though. I don't think you have to worry too much about switching up your goals and stuff. I think you're okay there. I think you're motivated.
I really kind of scared myself. I don't think I'm very good at that aspect. I'm just very goal oriented, and I don't know. I've been slacking the last couple of weeks, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to hit SC5 this month. But I'm going to pull through.
You'll be just fine. All right. Who else?
Okay, I can go.
Yeah.
I had just written down that my goal is, and I had done it like by the number of women, but then I'm also thinking about what that does mean as far as like success stuff. So I had said to help 3 women per month for the rest of the year. which would mean Success Club 5 would be my hope. And I saw you posted a video tonight about rank. That's something that I don't understand, and I think maybe I'm ready to start to learn a little bit about, but I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I'll be watching that.
Yeah, and I think with you hitting Success Club for the first time last month, which is super exciting, I think that you are going to have, definitely focus on getting them results. Definitely get them results. And then, you could say, you've seen great results, and you could bring up the discount opportunity. Or if you find that they're posting a lot and they're doing a lot of those kind of coach opportunities or coach, they're kind of being a leader in the group, then I would throw it out there of just chatting with them about the opportunity for sure.
Well, and I was talking with one lady about the discount coaching. She wasn't interested in anything more. And then I used your picture or your comparison that you made. And I haven't looked into it since I got her message. She said that she's only getting charged $129, and maybe that's with she's on Home Direct. Is that all it comes to? Because I think on the bottom, like it shows like $150, like total after like $10 shipping and all of that. So I need to look into that more, because she's kind of like, well, I wouldn't have been paying it if it was that much anyways. And she said, I'll wait another month and kind of watch what my charge is.
Yeah, I mean, she probably is only getting charged the $129, but she definitely for sure is getting the tax, the shipping. Yeah, so her total cost.
She made it sound she wasn't like her total cost was like $129, but yeah, I was confused. So
I think on Home Direct, your cost is almost the same as what it is as a discount coach. But I mean, you don't get those benefits of getting, as a discount coach, say somebody does buy something from you, even though you're not trying to make a business out of it, you get 25% commission on that, as well as you get 25% off of the product. So there's a little bit more of an incentive to be a discount coach for those circumstances.
Yeah, and I just thought, like, she started with 21 Day Fix, but then she's bought like Country Heat. I think just she did the on demand, but so then that would be 25% off when she does like unlocks the programs. So I might have to throw that out there.
Yeah. Or if she's ever interested in any of the other things, like I really like the Energize or some of their other products, so she would be able to get the discounts on those, which really add up, after a couple times of buying them.
Okay.
I also think that club members, so if you pay for the on-demand, that makes your Shakeology cheaper also.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, and she's doing on demand. So, like, she bought 21 Day Fix, the DVDs, but I think now she's on demand.
Okay. Yeah, so that makes it a little bit cheaper, because I have a couple of women on Home Direct that are also club members or have and I was like, man, they're getting Shakeology for really cheap, but that's why, because I think the club membership causes that Shakeology to be a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
For sure. Okay. Ray, I'm interested to hear from you, girl. What are your end of the year goals?
Okay, well, first off, I really want to thank you, Megan, for including me in your group. I really appreciate it. Even though you're not my upline coach per se, I really appreciate it. So thank you. I try to be quiet, in the group, like not say a lot, because I'm like, I feel like I'm like doing one of these things a lot. Like, so anyway, I'm Ray. I live in Virginia. I'm from St. Louis. I'm an elementary school librarian, and I have been an Emerald coach. Crap, how long has it been, Megan? A year and a half ago.
Did you sign up same time? Did you sign up same time I did, or you were
Emerald at the same time?
We hit Emerald same time.
So I'm just turtle. You're the jackrabbit. I'm the turtle. I'm slow. So, so my goal. So I've been Emerald for like well over a year and a half now, I feel like, and I have the coaches under me. I have 11 coaches under me. I've got Tyler on my right, and clearly y'all see, if you know him, he's like ready to go. And So I feel like he's a business builder, but he just can't like maintain his emerald rank. And my one-ish other coach just keeps doing one of these a lot, and that's my only hope at hitting diamond. So anyway, my goal is to, now that I've hit SC10, by the way, ladies, okay, Courtney, you're like this crazy like oddball like force to be reckoned with. I just finally hit SC10 after like 2.5 years of coaching. Holy balls.
I'm so excited for you.
I finally hit SC10. Like, that's amazing. And now I like the perks. So I would like to keep hitting SC10 for the rest of the year. That's my big goal. I'm still at a big whopping goose egg, but whatever. I'm hoping some of these leads will help me out. And my goal for my page, I have big goals for that. I have noticed that obviously this past month of August, I was like freaking just on the ball with posts. I posted daily, and I hit up Instagram, and I was raw, and I did live videos, and I showed my true colors, and you take me or leave me. And so I'm planning on continuing this. Just go for it, calling people out, balls to the walls, that sort of thing. I plan on still doing that. And just seeing where that goes, and making sure that I'm still, like, not only am I hitting my like page, but then I'm also just doing fun things on my personal page so that I'm still, like, visible, because not everybody likes your like page, or they don't, they scrolled over their notification, and you can't, like, resend it out again. It's really annoying. So just keep being me, free, shameless, open, blunt, try to be funny for the rest of the year. And my goal is to hit diamond. I want to say December, because that seems better, like further away. But I would love to hit it like this month. So November, December backup. But I just got to figure out how to do that. So I got Tyler on my right. I got Nada on my left. But I'm really hoping that maybe some of these new peeps that we're doing blitzes with and coach sneak peeks and stuff, people that have been around with me for a while, like, they're starting to ask questions. So I'm kind of just hoping that that'll like lead into something else. So I got that fire, chicas. I'm so excited. And my goal too is to sign up between 6 and 10 more coaches by December, discount or otherwise. Like, let me get some business builders, but that's my goal. So SC10, diamond by now, December. Be me and all my posts, grow my team, and then sign up 6 to 10 more coaches. And Tyler and I did finally decide on a team name. So we're going to be pulling like a Trey Bearer and his girlfriend Kyra, what's her name? Anyway, we're going to be one of those people. I don't know, it starts with a K. Kylie. Anyway, and we call it Fit Dynasty. So FITT is a fitness term that he came up with. Well, he didn't come up with it. It's a thing. Fit Dynasty, because he likes the dynasty thing. And I was like, all I can think of is like Asians, but okay. So anyway, sorry. Anyway, so I'm just going to keep doing this, and maybe I'll get some coaches. I don't know.
I love it, Ray.
I love it. So when you were talking, the only little thing of advice that popped into my head was, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Now, you can put your eggs in Tyler's basket because you got a little bit of control over that basket, a little bit. But on your left leg, like, is it your left leg that you said you don't have anybody else? Like,
so remember, my left leg is where I have crazy volume, or my right has crazy volume, my left has nothing. Yeah,
I'm in your left leg. No, all of us are in your left leg. That's why.
You're welcome. So I'm starting to elephantitis that just a little bit, because I don't.
But if you want to get to diamond, you're going to have to put some business builders on your left leg, even though your volume is like crazy over there. So I don't know. And this is going to sound bad, and I'm going to give you, I love every single one of you all, but I'm going to share this advice with you. Like, do not put all of your emphasis on only one coach. Now, if you only have one business builder, like, yes, you can put all of your emphasis on that one coach, but spread evenly among those that are willing to work, for sure. And if you don't have anybody that's willing to work, keep adding, keep growing, that's the main thing, is to bring in.
That's my problem. That's my problem. I have Tyler on the one side and then nothing on my other. And so I'm really trying here. So
I love your idea of just keeping yourself, keep growing your little crazy tribe of people who love Star Wars and all things Rey.
Yeah. Yep. And by God, like, it's taken me so long. I'm turtling, like I said, but I have been consistent and people know now. I told Elena the other day that, like, word of mouth is getting out, and I've had people send their friends to me now. That's where I'm at with this business. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. But I'm sitting here thinking, cheese and rice. So anyway, thanks.
I love it. Cool. All right. Anybody else? Miss Elena, are you free to share?
I'll do my best. I'm trying to wrangle her, but so I am kind of a different type of goal setter. I set the big goals and then I just start getting to work and just kind of figure it out along the way. Like, I know, I look at what it takes. Like, I look at my downline structure and what I need to have to get to that goal, and then I start just making it happen. As ballsy as that might sound, discount coaches, and just trying to do everything I can to put out posts, do sneak peeks and everything to get more business building coaches and things like that. So I know I look visually what I need to have and where it needs to fall, and then I just start kind of trying to make it happen. So my end of the year goal is, and it's kind of funny because I was a Success Club 5er, and then the first month I didn't hit Success Club was May. And I kind of look at it as a reset month now. And so this is my life, guys. I think of it as a reset.
Laughing at your goals?
No, she just thinks she's hilarious.
That's so funny.
The first month I hit Success Club 10th, I think was April, the month before that. And so I look at May as like a reset month. And so now I'm like going more for Success Club 10 All-Star than just our Legend or whatever it is. And just Success Club. So I want to hit Success Club 10 by the end of the month because I too, like Rey, like the perks. I like getting those Shakeology leads. I've got Success Club points from some. And that's just, it's nice to have that. So that's my goal, is to get that the rest of the year. And my goal prior to talking to Megan before this was 3-star. I don't know if that was going to be 3-star qualifying or 3-star elite or what, but now Megan is helping me revisualize and I am thinking more 5-star, at least 5-star qualifying by the end of the year.
Elena, I love your big goals. Love them.
I have a really big why of wanting to not have to run around to all my classes by the time we add another kid probably within the next year. So because I can't juggle like this all the time. And while I'm teaching my fitness classes, which is what I do now. So so I would like to attach a rank to that, but also an income of possibly by the end of the year close to about $1,000 a month making.
Last time I talked, we said $2,000 a month. Don't be afraid to say
yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if that was a by the end of the year or more within the next 6 months.
Let's make it a by the end of the year.
Okay.
I know it's scary, but it's very doable.
No, I like scary.
It's very
Because then it
doable.
makes me get my butt in gear.
And I know where your all's hearts are, so I know even talking about income is scary and like, ooh, I don't want to talk about it. But I mean, that is what feeds that little baby, and that is what, you know, gives you electricity. And so I'm not. She's like, I'm done. Don't you be talking about another baby. That is not happening in my house. All right. So, Miss Janika, do you want to share some of your goals? I know that you talked a little bit about them, or I saw them somewhere. But I think you're frozen. Okay. Can you hear us? No.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
My computer keeps cutting out. It's the stupidest thing ever. I hate it. I can hear you guys for a little bit, and then it cuts out. I was like, I don't even know if they can see me.
You were doing the like freeze screen there for a little bit where you're just like,
oh. I even called in for a minute, and then it started working, so I hung up. What did you ask me?
No, we were chatting about goals, and I didn't know if you wanted to share some of your goals since you've kind of have quite some momentum going right now.
I don't have big goals. I have, I want to hit Success Club 5 every month for the rest of the year. I hit last month for my first time, and got Success Club 8, so that was exciting. And I want to get some coaches underneath me. I don't have anybody, and I'm working on 2 girls. One of them's just a discount coach, but the other one I think would like to eventually earn some extra money and maybe make it her business. So I'm hoping both of those girls hop on.
I love that. And do not disqualify the discount coaches. I hit diamond with one business builder. One. Every other coach was all discount. They were all come from my challenge groups. So just put it out there and ask. They can always say no. I have yet to have a girl say no and then quit a challenge group because I asked her. You know, they'll say, no, I'm good where I am. And I say, okay, see you next challenge group. You know, so it doesn't hurt to ask. So I love that you're putting it out there and being ballsy.
Thanks.
For sure.
I did say no to Megan myself a couple times, I think. Didn't I, Megan? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You sure did, because I was like, you're going to be a rock star. And you're like, not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
For sure. Okay, Miss Megan, do you want to share any thoughts? I know you're like brand new and getting your feet wet, and I love that you have made both calls the 2 weeks that you've been a coach. I think that is huge. So huge.
Yeah. Like you said, I'm new, so I'm still kind of working through my goals. But definitely one of the top goals is to get my webpage up and going and truly get it to heart, basically, and kind of start reaching out there. There's a couple girls I work with. They're already using Shakeology, but like I'm excited to get back to work next week, only for the fact just to kind of push them a little bit more and see where they're at with it, because they're not, involved with anybody that I know of. They're just kind of getting the shakes on Amazon or wherever it may be. So I think just kind of reaching out to them is always a good start, just to see where I'm at. My goal is I'm going to join another accountability group with Courtney at the end of September, do another one with her, and then hopefully have my own up and running in November, and kind of start there and just kind of explore where things are at. I need to, work on being a little bit more self-confident in myself and not being afraid of what others are going to think. That's a huge, I think, it's holding me back. But if I just learn to let it go, I think I can do this. I can rock it. So that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I set a goal, help 3 to 5 people per month just to start out. And honestly, I'd like to increase my rank by the end of the year, but I don't know that that's realistic, but that's where I'm at. So
it's realistic and you can do it.
So one cool thing I wanted to say to you, Megan, is that like, do not overlook the power of having your own personal transformation. So, if you have to say, okay, I'm going to put this business aside for just a little bit and I'm going to focus on me and making sure that, I'm getting my workouts in and I am, sticking to the meal plans and I'm drinking my Shakeology every day and I'm being a leader in our own group. You will,
right.
by seeing those changes in you will have people coming to you. Does that make sense? So it's kind of one of those like, I was on a call earlier today and I was listening in to these people who have had crazy success this year. And they said they start their coaches out by just being like, you're going to be in a challenge group. And for the first month, I want you to focus on being a challenger. And I want you to focus on getting those results and seeing those results with a program. And so I think you're already on the right track because you are, and that's so cool. And you've got a new baby. Ooh, that's awesome. So definitely focus on yourself for sure. And then I love that you already have some people that you want to talk to and reach out to. I think that's those two things.
I'm going to ask a lot of questions, so don't worry. If there's something I'm not sure of, I will be banging on somebody's door.
You need to ask Courtney all of the questions because it's going to be payback for the millions of questions you asked me.
I owe a lot of answers right now. I'm forever in debt.
Pay it forward. Just pay it forward. I love that. All right. Any closing thoughts, you guys? Thank you so much for being on. I'm finding that we're having like our kind of little tight-knit group every week of people getting together for sure. So any other little thoughts before we go? I'm trying to think.
I always have questions. And this is kind of like not exactly with goals, but you know how you made that picture, I think last month at the end of our groups, and it's like, take the next step, like it just says, join another challenge group, refer, join the tribe. So one of those options is become a preferred customer, I believe. And I think we kind of touched on this before and I didn't really take notes on it. So I was just going to kind of pick everybody's brain. Like, do they have a system for a preferred customer? Like, say somebody says like, hey, I asked a friend to join this group and say their friend bought a challenge pack from you or their friend bought Shakeology from you. Does anybody have anything in place to kind of reward that person for kind of as like a referral system? I'm just curious.
So according to that, preferred customer means discount coach. It's just coming out and saying discount coach scares the living bejesus out of people. And I just had this conversation with 2 women tonight who were going to sign up as coaches. And they were like, I want to discount on my Shakeology. Like, what's this all about? And I was like, well, you become a coach. There's no requirements besides that you order Shakeology every month.
And everybody freezes.
And they were like, a coach? And I was like, yeah, you don't have to do, do I have to do what you do is always the first question. And I'm always like, no, you can keep doing what you're doing. You just get a discount. So it's just another way of lessening the blow right off the bat. Because once I explain it, then they're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah. But I love that because you've talked a lot about like a referral system, and I don't think I'm interested if anybody does any kind of referral system at all.
At the dental office I work at, we're really good with like a referral system. People who bring new patients to us, like we're always sending out gift cards or like making patients feel good for those referrals. I'm just like, I wish I could incorporate that in, my own business. So I'll have to think of something.
I've seen another coach. She's not like on our team or anything. She's just a girl I know that's also a Beachbody coach, but she kind of does it sometimes, not all the time, but it's probably just like when she's trying to hit a certain number for Success Club or just like fill a few more spots. in her challenge groups, and she just says if you refer someone, she'll give you like a Fix8 cookbook or a shake bottle, or just, you know, those little things that you can give away.
Yeah, I love that, because I was always like, oh, everybody loves Target, but I want to incorporate Beachbody, not just shopping at Target, because that's probably more something I love. So
I think everybody loves Target.
yeah.
And
But
there's
yeah, I like what I do with like the Fix8.
But I would be careful, because the Fix8 cookbook is like, I mean, it's like $15 to $20. So I mean, I don't know how like powerful you want this referral system, but I guess if you get some referrals, that's important. I wouldn't overlook a $5 Starbucks gift card, to be honest with you. I mean, one coffee, one little treat, I think can go a long way. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know. I think I like the idea for sure.
Yeah.
What did you say that your dental office does?
We hand out gift cards, like $25 gift cards. So we have like Walmart, Kohl's, Target, different places to eat. I mean, it's endless. So I think that's a cool system, because people like free stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe like a gift card in a shaker bottle, or I don't know, something like that would be
or you could do, you could buy like those individual packets, since you love your Energize. And I could see the girls that you have really liking Energize.
Oh yeah.
It's a good alternative to like an energy drink. So you could buy some of those individual packets. You know, I think they have like packets of like 10, and you could do like a gift card and 3 Energizes or something like that.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And then it gets them, you know, started with Energize, and they can see the benefits of it.
So get your coffee and your Energize, because Energize is better.
Yeah. So good. I'm missing it right now. It should come in the mail this week.
So that might be an idea for sure, especially if you're hyping up how much you love Energize.
Yes.
People excited about it. I might start adding that into my meals, the fact that Energize is a part of that.
Oh yeah.
In your challenge.
I need to post more about it. I've only done one post that included it, and I didn't really talk about it much. So
I'm obsessed.
Me too.
They have me.
Yeah, I need more information on it.
I think I'm hooked on it.
With a baby.
I know. I don't ever talk about it to my groups. I really should. I've been out like the last month, so I finally ordered some. I'll get you hooked up, Megan. I'll get you hooked up.
I think I'm addicted.
I think I am too.
I think we're all addicted.
Like, I got a headache the one morning I didn't take it.
Oh, no. We can't talk about that.
Like, my only concern with it, like, of course, since I'm breastfeeding, is if it's safe for breastfeeding. But I think it would be.
Yeah. We'll have to look into that first.
Yeah, it has like all natural energy sources.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's from like green
like if
tea,
you can do Shakeology, then I'm like, if you can drink Shakeology, then surely you can drink that, you know?
Yeah, I would think so. I'll have to double check ingredients, and maybe you can like run those over with your physician as well, just to make sure everything in it is kosher.
Yeah. I won't lie. I had some at 4:00 this afternoon because I knew I had to last through this call. Double dipping today.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, are we good to go then? Let's call it a night. Hopefully you guys took some notes. I'm excited to see some transformations, some more transformations. Get outside the box and ask some of your challengers if you could use them. I've had some girls say not yet, but I have yet to have someone tell me no. And people love that. People love seeing transformation. So if I were to give you a challenge, that would be it. To share a transformation, maybe a personal one or one from a challenger. And don't think you have to be naked in your transformations. Like, you can be fully clothed. Like, I mean, Rebecca, the one you posted in our group, that was awesome. I wish that your face in the first one, you could get a closer up of your face and it would be a face-to-face transformation, because holy mackerel, you can tell a difference.
I've done a face one before too, because I had another picture from from a couple years ago that I just like came across, and I was like, look at my face.
Yeah. I'm going to write that down as our little list and add that to the group for sure. All right.
I have people post naked ones.
Not naked.
Like, I feel like every time I do a transformation picture, like I'm half naked and I'm like.
I know. My biggest thing is my abs that I can see transformations.
Happy, mommy, happy.
I'm posting the naked one next month.
No, I don't think you might get kicked off of Facebook.
The reason I brought that up is because I had a bad dream right before I woke up this morning that I accidentally posted a naked picture of Facebook. How bad would that be? Like, ooh. Not that I have any, obviously.
It's like that movie with the cloud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I like that you added not that you have any.
Yes. Well, I don't. That I know of.
Sure. Oh, now it's not that you know of.
Just kidding, guys. I'm a mom.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Good chat, you guys. I will talk to you all later. Thanks so much for being on. It's so fun having you guys here. So I will chat with y'all later.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Aw.